Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers, and welcome to episode 2 of tuning a Rover Streetwise TD. Penny, my Streetwise, which is here. So I'm going to bring you a little update as to what's happened with her so far.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So, what have we done so far? Well, most importantly, we've got a Yachts 24 sticker, because of course 2024 is the year of the Streetwise. It's happening, it's a thing. These stickers are available for £5 posted. Please drop me a private message if you're interested. And yeah, this car was at Festival of the Unexceptional a couple of weeks ago and got a lot of interest, and people have been buying Streetwises left, right and centre since then. So in a minute we'll just jump over and have a look at what's happened with the EGR. So I'm going to show you the EGR delete now. Not going to show you the whole thing, so we'll have some double speed action with a little bit of music, which hopefully you'll find nice. Key things to remember are you've got coolant pipes going into a water jacket that surrounds the EGR, so you've got to bypass those. You've got bolts on the exhaust manifold, you've got a bracket to undo, and you've got the bolt going into the inlet manifold. So 4 things to remember. These parts are available from Discount MG Rover Spares. Just search under the L series. then what's happened off camera is we've now got the SDI injectors fitted, and the intake has been cleaned. So that was kind of quite clogged up. So even with the Forte flush that was done a month or so ago, it doesn't clear everything. So maybe worth checking if you've got an L series car or even any diesel, to make sure your intake isn't clogged up. So yeah, so we've had a look at the EGR valve. We've got the new injectors in. I cannot confirm or deny what's going on with the catalytic converter, but that is down there. And then what's going to happen next? So we're just waiting for a new ECU to come. So Chasley is making me an ECU. It's a switchable ECU. So it's going to put out about 160 brake horsepower if the mass airflow sensor's disconnected, and then about 130 with. So it's quite handy to have a switchable mass airflow. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting that. One thing we're going to do, I'll spin you around, one thing we're going to do before the new ECU goes in is actually change the cam belt, because it'd be such a shame to, you know, have that ECU put in, and it's not costing a fortune, but we don't want to ruin the head on the engine. So going to get the cam belt done before the ECU goes in, just so that we know that's belt and braces. And then the other thing, which we'll just go over here a second. So obviously we've got to do the bodywork, which I shall be starting at some point. But I've got these new addendum 17-inch wheels. So the stock wheels on the Streetwise are 16-inch, and these are the lovely addendums, so they're going to go on. They will need a refurb at some point, but they've got 4 pretty decent tyres. Collected those Saturday. If you saw my video of playing with fuel economy on my ZT, you'll have seen those tyres being wheels and tyres being collected. So they're ready to go on. And of course we've got the other bodywork bits to do. So what we'll do now is we'll get out in the car and see how it's driving with the EGR and the EGR delete and the new fuel injectors on it. Right, so we'll take Penny for a little spin. It's interesting to see with all these get the aircon going. It's quite a warm day. The sun's finally appeared today, which is nice. So yeah, I took it. You didn't see this, I don't think. But, I took it for a drive after the CAT and EGR had been sorted, and it felt much more loosened off. And I took this car, as I said, to Festival of the Unexceptional, which makes for a good drive, and it really behaved itself really well. Whoa, hello. Let's just get it onto this main drag, and then we'll put the foot down and see what happens. Whoa, Jesus wept. It's quick. That is, those injectors have made a hell of a difference. We're not smoking, so bear in mind, guys, this is before we put a remapped ECU in. Wow, that's quite something. Just spin her around and get a bit of a run going and see how it drives. So first gear. Not smoking, so that's good. Yeah, there's something juddering as I accelerate, so I'll get Austin to have a look underneath. Whether it's clutch or whether it's drive shafts, I don't know, but something feels like it's just slipping a little bit. I wouldn't have thought it's the clutch yet, but the clutch could slip when we've got the 160 brake ECU, and that's why we're doing the cam belt, just to be, you know, belt and braces. If the clutch goes, but if the cam belt goes, then it's basically a new engine job. I'm well pleased. I'm just so excited to own this car full stop, but to get it kind of just tweaked slightly so it can cope with modern traffic and my penchant for acceleration and speed is not a bad thing. So other considerations, gearbox, these have got a PG1 gearbox, which you find in the MG ZR 160, so not too worried about the gearbox itself taking the power, assuming the gearbox is okay, of course. But yeah, I've not noticed anything untoward with that as I've been driving the car. I've covered quite a few miles in it now, and it seems all right. So yeah, so we've got to keep an eye on that clutch, see what that does once the new ECU goes in. Obviously, that's the timing belt having been done. Yeah, and then we'll just enjoy it. We'll get the bodywork sorted out, so that's going to be something that I'll get on with back end of this summer, or in the early autumn. But I'm quite excited. Car that I wasn't expecting to buy, but fell in love with them. I think the great thing is these Streetwises are beginning to get the attention and love that they deserve, and so just that people's reaction at Festival de l'Exceptional in the last couple of weeks was astonishing, really astonishing. So thank you for watching. Please, if you haven't already done so and you want to see what happens in the rest of this series, hit that subscribe button. Please like, share, and you know what to do. Thank you for watching Beards and Bangers. I'll see you again real soon on the next episode. Goodbye.